Good morning. I can actually say that because it's not noontime yet. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? All right, so I lied. Where is my VTuber? Where is? Oh, there it is. Okay, I was like, where am I? But I lied a little bit. So it's not. I'm not doing this on my workbench. I'm not doing this on my workbench because, like, I had lots of problems. I had lots of problems between yesterday and today trying to get my headset to work over there. I'm not quite sure why. It worked fine with Discord like a couple of weeks ago, but I can't get the audio to work anymore over there. So I did not have time to figure it out. So I decided to do this at my desk instead. So I kind of rushed, set up my webcam. I mean, it's not going to be the best video quality, but at least I have my nice mixer. Like, you know, I have all my stream decks. I can actually VTube, even though I'm going to be looking down at my booba most of the time. But, like, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, and like this is kind of a primer. This is kind of a primer because, like, when I actually finally do get around to rebuilding my gaming PC, that's going to be a series of streams over several weeks of, like, you know, me just putting things together and making sure everything is just so and things like that. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, you know, different ways that I can flesh that out. And, like, one of the ways I can is, like, just do more workbench stuff. Just do more workbench stuff, like my upgrading my streaming PC a few weeks ago, and then, like, you know, the stream today where I'm gonna be pretty much putting together the weirdest workstation ever. You know, so there's that. 2:23 Eastern in Florida. Heck yeah. How are you doing down there, Shadow? Hopefully the hurricane season has treated you okay. Crafting with Ahty, nice. Let me go through the list. Let me go through the list real quick. Oh my god, let me grab my tiny keyboard here. Scroll. Seribot, I don't know what happened to you today, but, like, you know, I had to take care of everything. But honestly, like, thank you so much for popping in here and keeping us all safe, regardless. Artie, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Sammy Beans. Gosh, I love Sammy Beans. Welcome on in. Davy Jones, hello. Welcome on in. Tikri, hello. Gosh, I love Tikri. Yuki, hello. Welcome on in. Bocage, nice to see you. Hello. Hope you're having a great weekend. Laughing my ass off, I got my slut certificate for attending the Rocky Horror Picture Show last night. It was such a blast. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Shadowbug, welcome on in. Hey, Ahty, it's been a long time. How's life? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Very busy. Droxel, hello. Welcome on in. Winterwolf, hello. Nice to see you. Twilight, hello. Welcome. Kumba. Hello. I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading. Oh my gosh. Now that's going to be stuck in my head forever. Denji, hello. Welcome on in. Confetti, hello. I hope you're doing well. Long time no see. And thank you so much. Nizumi, hello. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. JM, hello. Welcome. Boop, 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 boop. Scroll. Cyberfino, hello. Welcome on in. Never heard of this workbench game. I hope it is good. It's basically a PC building simulator, but it's not simulated. If you follow. Kind of computer building non-simulation. How's that? I wish there was a category for that. All right. Doing well. Most likely be lurking on the stream. Hell yeah. That's cool. So, like, you know, I was kind of thinking, at least with this, like, I knew this type of a build was coming. I knew this was coming. It's hard. It's really difficult. It's really difficult when, like, literally every PC in your house is just, you have no option to upgrade to Windows 10. You have no viable option to do that. You know, several of my machines don't satisfy the minimum system requirements. They don't have TPMs or any of that garbage, you know. And honestly, I don't even want Windows 11. But, like, I'm going to lose this Windows 10 security update support next year, next October. So less than a year away, you know, and that's a real big concern for me. That's a big concern because, like, I don't really want to, you know, have to deal with getting hacked or whatever. And I realize hackers really don't want anything to do with me, you know, but, like, it's just one of those things. It's one of those things. I'd rather not worry about it at all, however small the risk might be. So there's that. Some egrets, hello, welcome on in. Hack computers, right creatures, right? Computer building simulator, analog edition, right? Trinity, welcome on in. How you doing, Trinity? They made me put one together from boxed parts at 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. Thursday is my work from home, so I wasn't coming in tomorrow, right? Yeah, my back is to the wall on my games PC. The rest aren't Windows, but yeah. To be fair, that one is from 2013, so it's due anyway, yeah. They're dropping security support. Yeah, they're dropping basically all support for Windows 10 next year. Next year's the last year, October 2025. Mark it on your calendar. You don't have to be a deliberate target to fall victim. Yeah. I mean, all it takes is, like, clicking on the wrong thing. And even being a Windows 11 user, I mean, that's still kind of the case. You just got to be smart about stuff. But, like, you know, this is kind of like an ongoing project where, like, you know, I've wanted to just have my gaming PC as just like another appliance, like my PS5 is, or like my Switch. I just press a button on my Steam Deck, it takes up one monitor, and then, like, I do my thing, and then I'm done. You know, and then I want to have, like, a workstation where that's the multiple monitors. I can do my video editing, and can do all of that other junk, so that my gaming PC is just for gaming, and that's it. Yeah, it's gonna reach EOL. Yeah, I just wish, you know, Microsoft got a brain in their head that, like, you know, you don't have to abuse the people who buy your product year after year. Just because you have them over a barrel doesn't mean you get to abuse them like they do. So, you know, and honestly, like, you know, I'm surprised we don't all have a fair bit of PTSD by now in regards to that. For desktop OS, but I've been using it for longer than anything else. Windows feels clunky to me by comparison. It's all about familiarity. Yeah, it is. And it's like, it almost seems like they just change shit to change it. Not like there's any, like, real reason behind it. You know, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm just gonna kind of leave the music going because, like, you know, we're not playing video games or anything like that. So, you know, I'm just gonna kind of let it roll. Okay, so basically what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be building in this thing that doesn't even look like a PC chassis right now, because, like, the sides and the front and the back are all off of it. But, like, you know, there's some things I have to do to this in order to make it ready for that. So one of the reasons why I wanted to build this is because it was basically a gift. It was a gift from a friend from PDX LAN, actually. You know, and it was just the super tiny PC. Super tiny. I mean, like, I don't know, I don't really have a frame of reference here. Like, I guess maybe a controller? I mean, like, this is how big this case is. You know, so it's designed for motherboards that have little jacks on that, little DC jacks on them. So, like, the board that came out of this is, like, I don't know if y'all can really see. Let's see. Let me get the. Okay, there we go. So there's that above the green jack. Okay, moving target. All right. Mirror image sucks. There's a little DC jack above that headphone jack, the green one. You plug a laptop power supply, for all intents and purposes, into that, and that's all this board needs for power. You know, that's what this case is designed for. So there's no spot at all in this chassis for a power supply at all. So, like, that's where this is going to be kind of an adventure, because I need to put a power supply in this where there's no space to put one. So I had to get a special, probably the weirdest power supply I have ever seen. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, it is. It is. So basically, you know, the reason why this case is so special, the reason why it's so special, is because this is one of two in existence. It's one of two, and this one is unique all by itself because the person who designed this and made it made the front and the back plate out of purple heart wood. So it's a gorgeous case. It is gorgeous. You know, and I got to be very careful because purple heart is super brittle. But it's like it's such a fantastic looking case. And like it's been languishing on my shelf for I don't know how long. 5 years? Something like that? 4 or 5 years? Pico PSU sort of. I looked into those and the ones I found at least on Amazon were about 20 or 30 bucks, you know, and they're the most powerful one I was able to find was 160 watts. And that's like right at the cusp of what the board CPU combo I got can consume. And I didn't really want to push a power supply that far. So I had to get something better than that. And I guess it's technically a Pico PSU, but it's like, it's one that's way over engineered and totally fanless and all that, and not a piece of garbage. BRB, feeding pets, and showering right on. Hell yeah. Wonder how expensive this build will be. Well, I mean, the case is basically priceless, but like the board was, how much was that? Normally it's like it's $400 or $500, but it was on sale. The power supply was about 100. Let's see. There's really not much else to it because like the board is CPU and all that. There's memory and stuff like that too. So I mean, on the average, it's about as expensive as like a traditional desktop would be. I have a question. Is this real life? It is real life. Well, my VTuber is not. That's on the computer. But like, yeah, this is my real desk. Although less messy because I cleaned it before stream. Is this just fantasy? Oh, and I was talking about the material of that wood. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what this wood costs. I know you basically have to get it shipped in from around the world, from like across the world, and basically have a woodworker work it. So whoever designed this, I mean, you can tell by like the black parts on in the. Why does my face look like that? Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, it's because I was blocking the camera. Okay, so you can tell by like the surfaces in between the grill pieces here, how it's black. A laser cutter was used to make this front plate, and I think the beveled edges and things like that were done by hand or something like that, or a router. But I know the grill itself was done by a laser. So yeah, it's super neat, and like I've had this thing forever, and I've wanted to build it forever, but I just never had the hardware to do it. Let's see. I've been trying to find ways to fit some of our field systems for running instruments into smaller and smaller cases. Some of our sites are hosted by volunteers, so minimizing the space we take and the noise we make at their place is desirable. You can do it. Small cases are neat, but the problem fitting big enough discs in there, yeah. Like what size, like what kind of discs are we talking about? Like hard discs? And are we talking about like physical size or capacity? That's the thing. So, I think we should probably get started with this. The first order of business is I have to finish assembling the motherboard. Like, I have to put the SSDs in it. I have to put the fan on it. I have to put the I/O shield on because that actually screws into the board rather than just clips in. Wee woo, hello, welcome on in. Wee woo pretty. Wee woo pretty and a good bean. So there's that. I gotta do the board, so let's start off with that. And this board I got from Minis Forum, so basically it's from China. It took a while to get here. Physical size, we deploy with 2 rotational discs, 8 terabytes each. They're redundant, so a single disc failure doesn't take down the instrument, so we might have to drive 3 to 4 hours out in order to do service. Oh, I see, okay. Because you can do 8 terabyte. I think you could do 8 terabyte SSDs, but those are extraordinarily expensive. All right, so we got all that stuff. All right. Pete, hello, welcome on in. You can cheat with the power supply and do what Nintendo does. Don't put it in the case. This is kind of half and half, actually. So the power supply that I have is 2 pieces. There is a AC to DC converter, basically a laptop power brick that plugs into a DC jack, which there's a cable that goes into the power supply itself on the inside of the chassis, and that's where the DC to DC power supply is. Basically, the thing that turns that one feed into many. So yeah, this is the little guy, the little chap. The chap. So it's a it's a AMD Ryzen 9 7945HX. It's 16 core, 32 thread. So it's gonna be a video editing monster. And like it has a little active heatsink for all the SSDs and stuff like that. So no SATA on it at all. So you can't do it even if you wanted to. Oh, it has to be SSD, nothing else. Anyway, sorry I'm talking about my little design problems a lot. No worries, Egrets. The thing is, these maker streams that I want to do, I really want these to be like, you know, a place that, sure, I'm building a PC, whatever, and talking every now and then, but like, you know, if y'all want to talk about different stuff, that's completely fine. Totally fine. We don't have to talk about like what I'm doing all the time. If you catch me. So, yeah, I need to put the little brackets on. The little brackets! I'm gonna scooch up a little bit here. There we go. It came with a bunch of screws. I don't friggin' know what any of these do. Oh, I think I have to put the SSD in first. Minis Forum generally makes decent gear. Yeah, they have a lot of weird stuff. Oh, and actually, y'all probably want to know why I went with something like this rather than just getting one of those little cube things. The cubes, like the Intel Nook or Nuck or whatever they call it, like the really teeny tiny stuff. Typically those, like, I don't really like the build quality of the boards that go inside them because I know where the boards come from. Like, I know the company that makes them, and it's not Intel. And that company, I think it's Elite Group or ECS. They don't really have. I mean, I've been in the PC building industry for probably what 20 years at this point, and like, yeah, I've never liked their stuff. I've never liked it. At my current job, I had to provide RMA tech support for those little Nook things, and just they break all the time. The fans go bad, and like I hate them. I hate them. I really do. I thought Asus bought the Nook brand. They did, but that's more of a recent thing. Oop, I need a smaller screwdriver. That is more of a recent thing. Tarthalis, hello, welcome on in. What are you making? I'm making an incredibly tiny and weird workstation because none of my other gear will run Windows 10. Will run Windows 11. Well, it'll run it, just not officially. And I just don't want to. I don't want to bother with any of that stuff. So I'm building a PC that I can actually rely on and not have to do all the weird crap to get Windows 11 to work on non-compliant hardware, if that makes sense. Are you making a micro? Oh yeah, this is officially this form factor is Mini ITX. All right, where did I put these SSDs? I put them somewhere. There they are. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm gonna start out only with one at the moment, because when I go to install Windows, I don't really want to have I don't really want Windows like spreading itself out across multiple hard drives for like boot type stuff. Who pinned Ahty's tail? I did. How do I do these? Okay, I think that's how that works. I really don't like that interface. I read a lot about these little pin things, and yeah, people don't like them. I don't think I like them either. Can I hug Ahty's tail? Yes. Yes. Ooh. So there we go. I'm gonna line it up. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. The MS-01, I looked at that one. Oh, shit. People who make screws that aren't magnetic, like, should be thrown in jail. The MS-01, yeah, I wanted that one, but, like, they didn't really have the one I was looking for. Like, I wanted to get the 12th gen. I wanted to get the 12th gen because the 13th and 14th gen, I had a feeling I was going to have trouble with the CPU eventually. But, like, you know, then they had this one. Somebody pointed this one out to me. I was like, oh, this is kind of an opportunity to go AMD. So I kind of jumped on it. Okay, plug that little fan-aroo back in there. There we go. Perfect. Get this out of here. Get that crap out of here. Gosh. Okay, so now what do I want to do? I need to put the fan brackets on. So there is one fan that goes on the top of this, and it is a 120 millimeter. And I think we go on like this. I think that's how that works. Smallest waffle, hello. Gosh, I love small waffles. Don't lose any screws.
Drink up,
okay.
Slut.
Oh yeah, I do need to drink. Fuck, where's my water bottle? Oh shit, I forgot. Fake drinks, I'll owe you a drink in a little bit. I will owe you that. Alright, come on. Hands, please.
Gosh, I love purple.
I do love purple. Purple's good. Savrin, hello, welcome on in. You love them a lot. Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I love small waffles. I mean, I love my share of pancakes too, but waffles are great. I'm pretty sure I'm installing this correctly. If I'm not, we will find out. Do. Can Ahty pet herself? I have a button I can trigger a pet myself, but unfortunately my pobs do not work today. Still trying to figure that out. We're closer. We are closer, but unfortunately, like, I think due to the way that my whole streaming setup is kind of currently, it makes it difficult. It makes it difficult for the pobs to work. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, there we are. And then you go here. There we go. And I have to go get my box of parts. Give me 1 second. Actually, where's my little thing? There it is. Boop, boop, boop. BRB. I've got my box of goodies. All right. Yeah, here we go. Now the moment of truth. Did I do this right? Oh my god, I did! I guessed right! Ahty's goodies. Damn straight. I did it correctly. Look at that. Aren't you all proud of me? So like 120 millimeter fan, like covers nearly the entire board. Oh, that's so funny. Gosh, this is gonna be so cool, y'all. I can't wait. I can't wait to hate Windows 11. I still need a tiny screwdriver. Okay, fine. Whatever. There we go. I want to make a case out of fans. I don't know, honestly, you could. You could. I want to say that I've seen something like that before, but I can't remember where I saw it. You could, just like all case fans and like wire ties. Like just zip ties. Like go ham. I wonder how long it would take to build it. That would be so funny. Screw parts to plywood and build the igloo of fans over it. I'm sure Fury would love that. And by love it, I think she would be like, Ahty, why? Tyree, welcome on in. Hello. I think my CPU cooler might take up more space than that whole motherboard, right? It even takes the cute little laptop memory sticks. The cute little guys. Look at that. They're just little guys. They're just little guys. There we go. There we go. Get out of there. Get out of there. They're just little guys. Fury wants to use my Stanley blower to cool a computer again. Oh my gosh. Fury's gonna get evicted by making too much noise. Oh, time to get on SL. Fire up the generator. There we go. There's one. There's two. Oop, that's the wrong way, actually. There we go. There we go. How goes computer construction? It is going. It is going. I've got the board just about assembled, but I need to wire manage this wire because I can't have that. That would just be dumb looking. So how do I want to do it? I can kind of do it this way, I guess. Use some zip ties. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. All right. So I need some of these. Windows 11 actually isn't that bad. The main things I hate are the new start menu and right-click menu. Yeah. Some of that context stuff, you start changing that stuff around, you're gonna piss people off real quick, including me. I hate that stuff. I hate it when those things change. Alright, so... yeah, there we go. So this is a nice part of this, because the actual screws for the fans go through the top here, go through the fan, and into an eyelet on the opposite side. So that creates a really nice anchor point for me to actually zip tie something in here. Like a fan cable that's annoyingly long. So we can do that. There we are. It'd be nice if Microsoft could settle on a design language for Windows and not keep changing it every major version. Yeah, I mean, that's... Microsoft loves to do stuff like that. They love to change things for the sake of changing them, not because it makes any sort of real sense, you know? honestly, personally, I would rather things just be kind of consistent. You know, Windows 10, like, you know, at the start, I was just like, oh, I hate Windows 10. Windows 7 was so good, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? I got used to Windows 10. And now, just like when I'm just like, you know, I'm used to it, I'm comfy. You know, they're just like, well, you know, we think you're a little bit too comfy, Ahty. We're just gonna like throw a stone at it, and we're just gonna like, you know, make you learn a whole new thing. It's like, how about you don't? But I don't know. Maybe that's like the, you know, maybe that's just some of like old them yells at cloud, you know. Because, like, you know, I'm going to start using Windows 11. I'm going to be like, you know what? It's not that bad. And then I'm going to get used to it. And then all of a sudden, every computer I have is going to have Windows 11, you know? After I replace them all. Oh, that's going to suck. But, I don't know where to put this little bit, though. Maybe I could just tuck it in there. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. So, okay, I guess that wire is managed, I guess. That looks good. Oh, be quiet. Yeah, some of their coolers are huge. Oh my gosh. We'll do IO shield. Because this actually bolts to the motherboard itself. There we go. Alright. So it kind of goes on there like this. Oh, you know what? I think I need to take these little... I need pliers, I think. I could use my wire dikes. Nope, I'm making Ahty cringe. I gotta go get my pliers. BRB. Poor Ahty. Show me where the pliers are. Quit fucking hiding them on me. I can't sing, y'all, so I'm just gonna shut up. Alright, there we go. Amakoy, hello, welcome on in. Oh my god, an IRL Ahty on my screen? Yep. Yep. Actually, you know what? This is reaction content. There's some like just absolutely just weird looking human doing like this, like, oh, this computer building stuff, and like I couldn't be caught dead doing this stuff, but like, oh my gosh, like, ah. Imagine if I started doing reaction content. I think that would probably mean that I was just like, I ran out of things to do. Alright, let me get this little nut off. Gosh, I love nuts. The boob physics CEO themselves. Oh, I forgot I did that. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I have those off. Now I think I can put this on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And so I think the Wi-Fi antenna little nut things are going to help me keep this on. Are you adding beef hose to this build? Yes. Nobody's going to let us forget about beef hose. Okay, Ahty, don't drop the little nut thing. If you drop the nut, it's going straight into that heatsink and it's never coming out again. There we go. There we go. Anomaly, hello, welcome on in. Ahty, did you hear the news? What? What? Donald Trump pulled out of the presidential race and Kamala Harris just basically accepted? We don't have to vote? You're officially a good bean? Oh! I didn't hear that good news. Yuki's also a good bean. And Anomaly, you were a good bean. Gosh, everybody here is a good bean. Imagine. Alright, so... I know I'm not using the correct tool for this. But I don't really want to do this with my fingertips. I think that's probably good enough. I just need... Which ones are they? They're not that one. Not that. Maybe these? Or they are the little screws? They could be. Which ones are these? I guess, you know what? They could be the little ones. Let's see. I'm not a bean. You put me in the dirt, I won't sprout. Oh, I see. I see. What about egg? Are you a good egg? Egg! Oh my god, the screw is so small. Oh, what am I doing? Get a better angle here. Oh my god. I don't have the right tool again. Imagine not having the right tools. BRB. All right. I had to go get my real toolkit and a magnet. Because this tiny friggin' screw keeps falling off the end of my screwdriver, so I need something to keep it on there. Let's get this thing. There we go. Sometimes a little screw gets the job done. Yeah, true. Ayo. There we go. Come on, little buddy. Okay. I'm gonna have drastic measures here. There we go. It's all about the angle. If you screw at the wrong angle, it's just uncomfortable. I also did it to myself. Let me see. Can I reach it? There we go. There we go. I think I got it. So basically what I had to do... Poji! Hello, Poji! Basically what I had to do... Can I aim it? Okay, there we go. Alright. It was these tiny little screws right here that were giving me so much friggin' trouble. Those tiny ones, those stupid little things. And I think that's gonna be good enough. Let's see if these are tight enough here. Poji, how are you doing? Good morning. Is that an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi? No, this is it's a motherboard CPU combo made by Minis Forum. Why does that feel like a bad place for a screw? I don't know. I didn't design this thing. But this is actually thank you. Oizen, hello, welcome on in. But this is a mini ITX motherboard that actually has the mobile a mobile Ryzen 9 7945HX on it. Struggling to be productive, yeah. That was me this morning. So basically, this is like a laptop CPU, laptop memory basically laptop chipset, I think, just all thrown on a really small mini ITX motherboard. Isn't an Arduino just a board that loops code? Yeah, I mean it's kind of like a project, kind of a project board of sorts. They do lots of stuff. They do lots of different things. But I think that's just about. I think that's good actually. And also, by the way, I already tested all of this gear, so I already know it all works. At least until I put it together and fuck it all up because I'm stupid. But like But yeah, this is basically what's going in that tiny chassis. So I'm just gonna put this off to the side because this is all done. Now I got to do fans. Now I'm gonna do the boring part. Get rid of that stuff. I don't know what these are for. Why did it come with extra screws? Nobody knows. All that stuff over there. There we go. I like my iFixit set, even if it's seen little use, yeah. So I typically use these. I typically use this because, like, you know, if I break this or damage it in any way, this costs me like $10. It's part of like a kit that I've already lost half the bits to. This, like, this is like, you know, not a small amount of money in iFixit stuff, you know, and like, this is the thing that I care about the most, and I try to like keep track of all this stuff, but. Where did I get that? That's from there. All right. And the lid is over on my workbench. All right. So Poji, are you streaming later today? Are you gonna do the stream later on today? Or are you just chilling? Let's see. This is the fan mount for the fans in the front of that chassis. Yami, hello, welcome on in. And I got all my fans. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, doing a community web fishing stream. Hell yeah. Ahty, what's your opinion on Yuri going undercover in the Red Panda Society while being clearly a ringtail? Well, I thought red pandas were all ringtails, technically. All right. Yes, I chose LED fans. Why is my mouth stuck open? What is going on there? What is going on there? Yeah, let me figure that out real quick. It's Vignon. No, it's not Vignon. It is this. Oh, it's because it's the webcam. It decided to pick the webcam to use. Oh, you sweet summer child. I don't think so. There we go. That's better. That's the sound card it needed to be on. Perfect. Okay. Oh shit. I minimized it. I can't do that. I have to do this. Gotcha. All right. There we go. Your chat shows my he she. Hell yeah! I didn't even notice that. So I didn't really like what Stream Elements, how weird and unreliable the Stream Elements chat overlay thing was. So I actually got rid of it and went with Slime 2 Stream. And Slime 2 Stream has the pronoun thing integrated. I didn't even have to add it for that. So that was super cool. All right, so for give me those. Okay, perfect. So for this, I need these screws and these nuts. These nuts. Yep. Why is there a dog with a bow tie on your cell phone? What? Oh, you mean that? Okay, so that's actually that's the desktop pattern thing for the free version of VTube Studio for the phone. That is what
These nuts. on meat nuts.
Meat nuts. That actually does all my face capture. What are you making? I'm making the tiniest, weirdest workstation ever, and now I'm doing the fans. And this is literally my least favorite part of this whole process. I hate doing these because it's so fiddly. It's so fiddly. I have to hold a nut in place with my finger and turn this screw. And I have to do this. I have to do this 12 times. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. There we go. Because that's how the fans go on. You pass the screw through the front plate, and you need to hold a nut in place on the other side and screw it in. It's dumb, but it's like... I don't see how you could do it any other way with this thing. Slime 2 stream? I haven't heard of that one before. Yeah, it's slime, the number 2, all together, .stream. I heard of that last Christmas when I was out in Massachusetts visiting my folks. And I was looking at it. I'm like, I like that a lot. It looks better on my stream. There's a lot more, like, you know, dinking around you can do with it. It supports the pronoun thing natively. I mean, there's all these reasons why you should use it. It's actually relatively easy to set up, too. I just woke up, so sorry I'm a bit... No worries. No worries, Iyami. No worries. I didn't think this was going to be, like, a super popular stream. Like, you know, I'm just hanging out and kind of vibing and building a PC. So, you know, it's really not a big deal. Not a big deal. It's not like I have to concentrate on, like, playing a video game or anything like that. So, it's completely cool. Whoa, crap. Oh. There we go. There we go. My lower half almost ate this screw. So, let's see. JM sees their NA, they smile. Hell yeah. It's all about validation. It's all about validation and just, like, you know, being... I don't know. Being validated. Chomp, right? There we go. Oh, I hate doing this. But the thing is, though, this is the tiniest version of a case that I have many versions of this case. This is just the small one. The teeny tiny one. It's made by a company called Danger Den that used to be a local company. They closed up in 2012 and went their separate ways. They did these cool, like, you know, unique one-off cases. Most of the time made of acrylic, like plastic and stuff like that, plexiglass. But, you know, sometimes you could make a special request. You could make a special request and pay a little bit of extra money. Maybe even get them the wood itself, but they would, they'd make it out of wood too. Because you can use a laser cutter that normally cuts plastic. You can have that cut wood too. It's not far off. So let's see. Ruby, hello, welcome on in. Long time no see. How are you doing, Ruby? How are you doing? Coca-Cola, stop screaming at me. That's not gonna make me buy your soda, right? Fuck Coca-Cola. Ahty wants PC this small to fit in their pocket so they can just plug it in into any TV and have their 3D models spin anywhere. You found me out. You found me out, Amakoi. You figured it out. Alright, where's this? I need this. Totally the correct tool for the job. There we go. But only pockets on guys' pants, yeah. That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. We'll just wear guys' pants instead. Women's pants, you'd actually be lucky to fit a lighter in the pocket, yeah. Why is that? Let's throw that over there, too. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna throw shit everywhere.
No.
There we go. Yeah, why is that? Why do women's pants always have these tiny useless fucking pockets? Or no pockets at all? Or a seam that's made to look like a pocket but isn't actually a pocket? Why? Too many reasons, a lot of reasons. None of which are valid. Lines reasons. Yeah. I got their line reason right here. Oh, that LED didn't get pushed all the way in there. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. There we go. What song is this? Let me find out. Where's my keyboard? I don't know where my keyboard is. Oh, there it is. Okay, okay. This is Insomniac Skies from, like, I don't recognize the game, DDR Max. I'll copy the link. I will copy the link for you, and I will put it in. There we go. There it is. Fashion and figure shape. Also sexism. It kind of makes me a little upset that, you know, it's still socially acceptable to gender inanimate objects and, you know, still have, like, you know, people who are just like, oh, we need to tell people what they can wear and what they can't. It's like, who cares? Like, honestly, who the fuck cares? As long as people are wearing, like, clothes and satisfying, like, dress codes and things like that, cool. But why the fuck would you care if, like, you know, a girl is wearing pants that actually have pockets or not? That's like, that's so stupid. Alright, there we go. And I need one more screw. Let's go on the bottom. Nope, that's the wrong... What am I doing? Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, there we go. I need to hold that nut there. Nut. Nut. Far too many people still care. Well, they need to not care anymore. Because honestly, there's bigger fish to fry in this world than worrying about what other people are fucking wearing. Alright. It's actually, this is going a little bit quicker than I thought it would be. I guess with, like, you know, the cases that I'm used to using, doing this to, they're like, instead of 80 millimeter fans, they're like 120. And like this whole piece ends up being pretty large, a little bit too large for me to, like, kind of move around like that, you know. I dress neutral, but that's just because that's my style. We should have the freedom to wear whatever. This is a free country, I thought. Yeah, free in certain circumstances, but not others. Just like how sometimes, like, you know, things seem like it's an illusion of choice rather than actual choice. But, okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, rules for thee, not for me, yep. Yep. That's usually how it is. Ahty, to those people who are trying to force their personal views or beliefs onto other people, I call them out for who they are. A bunch of fucking Nazis. Yep. I agree. I don't want to get too heavy into that sort of a discussion, but, like, yeah. I mean, that's... Live and let live, you know? Let people have their beliefs. Let people dress the way they want to. You know? As long as people aren't hurting other people, or being cruel to, like, animals and stuff like that, then who cares? What difference does it make? Nice melons, Ahty. Grabs one and makes it. Wow. Wow. Watermelon. It's been a really long time since I've had watermelon. I really like watermelon. It's a fantastic thing, watermelon. Yeah, clothes have no gender. I want to wear what I want. Exactly. Me too. Me too. I don't want to feel guilty or weird about wearing shit that I want to wear. But like, yeah, it's a rabbit hole. It really is a rabbit hole. Because it opens up discussion. It opens up discussion about other things, you know, whether we actually have the rights we have or not, you know, and that sort of thing. In fact, watermelons weren't always all red. Centuries ago, they had way more white than red. Well, old fruit paintings show it. Hell yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that. I'm gonna have to look at some of that stuff. One of the 97 dungeon bosses are really fun as caster, and I totally don't hate it at all playing Black Mage. Is there sarcasm there? I want to wear an oversized hoodie and some comfy sweatpants year round. The weather would kill me if I did it in the summer, though. Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, that's kind of anomaly. That is my default. That's the default clothes I am wearing, pretty much from Friday night to Monday morning. That oversized hoodie, sweatpants, like, you know, just super comfy. Like, I don't give a fuck vibes. Here we are. Almost done with this. And then I gotta wire manage it, so I gotta zip tie all those wires together. Make them pretty. Because there's nowhere to hide any sort of wires in this chassis, so I gotta do that. Here we go. I think part of the women's pants not having good pockets is so women are forced to buy bags to carry stuff in, yeah. It's a plot by Big Sack to sell more bags. I did it to myself again. There we go, there we go. Sorry, folks. Let's see. The boss is the most movement I've ever seen any boss make us move. Oh. I wish I remembered which boss that is, but there are some bosses that are really annoying that make us move a lot. There we go. Yeah, so that's how the fans are set up on the front of this case. But the way that sits in the case, when you're looking through the side window, it's going to be this view, right? And the goal is to make all these wires invisible up until this point. Because at the bottom, on the chassis that I have, there's a black kind of like baffle where all the hard drives go, or went. There's not going to be any in this chassis. But there's a big baffle kind of like across here where you can't see. And that's where these cables are just kind of make their way across at the bottom. But I got to make them disappear. So, and also I have to bunch them up too, because the motherboard only has 2 pin headers, and I have 3 fans. So I'm going to use 1 pin header for all 3 with this thing. But I need to figure out this. So that's where all the wire management comes in. Let's see. I live in Florida and once had this heavy black downy jackets that I wore during the summer. And people would ask if I was hot in that and telling me to take it off. Yeah, people just need to shut up. It's like, you're wearing what you're wearing. Who cares? Go on your way. On that note, the bananas that we buy accidentally developed a third, take it with a grain of salt, I'm not sure, chromosome for the female bananas, but not the male. That's why bananas don't have nuts inside. Interesting, okay. But bananas found in the wild can have nuts. We keep those to preserve genetic and species. Ah, I see. Also, women's clothes had pockets for a long time, and then they streamlined out of fashion. They streamlined out as fashions changed, and that's how we got reticules and belt purses, which led to the handbag. We're still in the unfashionable stage for pockets. Yeah. Cappy Dave, hello, welcome on in. Hello. How are you doing, Bean? I'm just catching up with chat real quick. The dungeon is in Dawntrail. I don't know if you've entered Dawntrail yet. I have not, no. Let's try to avoid spoilers on which boss it is. Okay, okay. Yeah. So probably, yeah, for the sake of spoilers, since, like, I know Poji has been playing with us for the first time, and has not been to Dawntrail yet either. So, there's probably quite a few folks in here that haven't done it. Just woke up from a nap. Good morning, Cappy. We're getting our stuff done. I just finished putting together the motherboard CPU combo with all the memory and the fans and stuff. And that's this little guy. So we got finished putting this together, and now I'm wire managing all the fans that are going to go in it. After this, I'm going to put the power supply in. And that is definitely going to make at least Ahty cringe. I know it is. Because Ahty is not gonna like the way I'm gonna mount it. Really not gonna like that. Let's see. Give me a second. Where'd my keyboard go again? It's gone. Oh, there it is. There it is. Sorry, Almacoy, you got caught by Automod because Automod is a Puritan. Burn all female pants aside from leggings, and let's all wear unisex cargo pants with 5 billion pockets. Yes. Please, I need that. I want that. I would love that. That would be amazing. There we go. I'll put the keyboard there. How's that? Now I can't lose it. So, okay, so how am I going to do this? Maybe I'll just kind of bunch the fan cable up like that. I might do that, actually. And have this connect to all 3 fans somewhere around here. Yeah. And where's the fan connector on this thing? They're right here. Okay. So this is gonna be sitting in the chassis like this. These fans are gonna be here. So really, I only need to go... Look at this! I only need to go 3 inches. I only need to go like 2 or 3 inches. And I've got like... Look at... I've got all this shit to deal with. And this! Just to hook them up. Oh my god. I do wish there were usable pockets on female clothes, but I also want clothes that'll make me look good. Okay. I get it. I get it. So it kind of does boil down to what you're looking for in clothing. You know, for me personally, I prefer functionality over form with stuff like that. So if you were ever to see me in my flesh suit in waking life out in the world, I'm not the most fashion conscious type person, because I don't really give a fuck about any of that shit. I just want a bunch of pockets. Like, if somebody gives me like a thing, I want to be able to like throw it in one of my pockets and carry it with me forever. You know, that's my game, right? Gosh, I love tiny PCs. Me too, but I also hate them. For this reason. I think my fashion's fair bit in decades late. I can't give a fat F, yeah. Kind of the same. Alright, so that's I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of tie these cables up like this, and then use zip ties to tie them out of the way here. How many centimeters is 3 inches? Okay, so for every inch, I think the conversion's like 2.54. I think. I'm gonna have to let me look that up real quick. Three inches, 2 centimeters. 7.62. Yep. 7.62 centimeters. It is exactly 2.54 centimeters per inch. Yay, I remembered a thing. I'm such a smarty. No, I'm not. Okay, so we're going to do it like this. I'm going to run the zip tie first. There. I'm going to run it there. Now we'll bunch up our wires. The goal is to have all of these wires, the ends of them, go to the same place. Because that's where the adapter gets plugged in, and all the leads on the adapter are all the same length. So if they all went to the same place, that would make it a lot easier. Alright. This is where it gets kind of sketchy. Okay, that's how we're gonna do that. Then I need this. And this is where I wish I had 3 hands. There we go. I know y'all can't see anything, but like, there we go. Don't move, don't move. There we are. Perfect. All right. All right, and I will do the other side here real quick. I'll show y'all the finished product once I'm done with like these 3 zip ties here. God, I wish I could do this more often. I wish I could do like these maker streams more often, because like this is so much fun, y'all. Holy shit. I mean, playing video games is great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like popping on Final Fantasy and like hanging out with some of my favorite people is awesome. You know, I love doing that, but I also love doing this. This is why I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of like artists, right? They get to like just make stuff. They get to whip things up out of thin air and just make a whole stream about it. And like, I just love that. I love that. I love watching it. I love listening to it. And like, this is really like the only way that I know how to be artistic. You know, it's fun to watch you make things. Hell yeah. I love it. That puts a big fucking smile on my face. Really, seriously. All right, so this is basically what I did. I turned that giant wire, that super long wire, into this and bunched it up like this. So when you look at it from the side, once all the zip ties are all trimmed off and everything, when you look at it from the side, you're not going to be able to see it. So that's all going to be hidden in a spot where nobody can see. I don't need that magnet anymore, but we're gonna trim this. Creatures, hello, welcome on in. Creatures. Gosh, I love creatures. Creatures, I hope you had a good time last night. I hope everybody had a good time last night. I hope y'all enjoyed Stormblood. I really did. Playing with all y'all just makes it so much fun. Really does. It's like
I love purple.
I do love purple also. It's like y'all make things so enjoyable.
Gosh, I love purple.
Like seriously. All right, so I just need to do this 2 more times. I should be able to do that. Yeah, there we go. So what we're gonna do is like this wire is just gonna go it's gonna go back and forth like this one, but the connector is gonna be right here. And this one is gonna go back and forth over here, but ultimately the connector is gonna end up here also. All 3 of them will be there, which all 3... Nice. Nice. Then all 3 of them are going to plug into this thing, right? And then this is going to go into the motherboard. But still, we only need to go like 3 inches. Oh, it's so funny. That is so funny. All right. Let's tuck that stuff out of the way. Oh, this is going to be sketchy as hell. I need more zip ties. There we go. So disruptive. It's all right. It's all right. I love hanging out with you guys. Y'all carrying it on, doing like the sound effects and stuff like that. It makes me happy. Y'all just make me so happy. I can't believe I'm doing 4 streams. I can't believe I'm doing 4 streams this weekend. Let's see. I need this to go here. There we go. Perfect. All right. We'll have that sit there just for the time being. Of course I had a good time last night. Rarely don't. Hell yeah. Good. We're getting into the parts of the game where, like, you know, this is some of my favorite content. Some of my favorite stuff going on now, and, like, I can't wait. I can't wait for y'all to experience it for the first time. It's just so good. Because, like, this is where I feel Final Fantasy XIV really hits its stride. Really does. Alright. We'll just
Ahty is a fresh, lovely heckin' bean. A huge inspiration. And such a genuinely amazing bean. I'm honored to call one of my closest friends Oddest Look.
Heck! How dare Ayami being so heckin' sweet to me. How dare. There we go. Honestly, this also kind of brings back memories too, Ayami, when I made your PC on stream. That was such a good time too. Hopefully I have enough. Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Okay. There we are. And we'll zip tie this side too. Also, another really good thing about being careful with wire management and stuff is that you have access to all these parts now. When you get everything together, sometimes you don't have access to any of this stuff unless you take it apart again. You know, and if like a fan goes bad or like, you know, something like that, of course it's not going to be easy. Of course it's not going to be easy, but doing things this way, like, keeps cables out of fans and stuff, and in my opinion, kind of helps things not fail as much. Because you don't have any of like the typical accidents. Like, lots of folks when they build their own PCs and things like that don't really do much cable management. And sometimes, like, wires get sucked into fan blades and things like that, break fan blades off, and then you have to take a bunch of shit apart and replace it. You know, that gets old. So just doing, like, a good deal of wire management from the start, you really avoid a lot of that sort of thing. Oh, that's gonna work. Oh, this is gonna work out so perfect. Oh, look at that. Oh, y'all can't see shit, but, like, Just folding it a couple of times, and then this is exactly where I need it to be. That is perfect. Okay. I still remember that day. That stream is ingrained in my brain. Still remember the shocked, happy tears from the day. You broke me in such a good way about being so sweet. Hell yeah. I'll never forget that. That is one heckin' super happy memory, Ayami. I still have crafting lines in Stormblood to finish. Hell yeah. There we go. I had my own Proot Paws inside my PCs for 20 years or so. It looks scarier than it is. That's cool. Alright, so I need to just adjust the length of this just a tiny bit. There we go. There we are. I need another zip tie. Almost done. Have I really been doing this for an hour and a half? What? I just happened to look at the stream timer. I'm like, oh my god. An hour and 36 minutes. What? What? What am I doing? I need to use the screw hole here on the fan. I should have put the zip tie in there before I bunched up all these wires. Shit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me grab the other end of this thing. Come on, come on. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we are. There we go. Ahty, you said something about 3 inches, and I couldn't help but think 3 inches is a lot, though, especially when you have a wow, Yuki, wow. Time flies, doesn't it? It does, yeah. It really does. All right, so make sure all that's good. Do a little trim, a little trimmeroo, a little trimmerino. So all of those are there. Then we take this thing. Just plug this stuff in. Oh, I got beamed again. I got beamed. I might have made a critical error here. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I can still do that. That I can. That'll still hide just fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There we go. I think that, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I'll just zip tie everything together, and then that'll plug into the motherboard like that. Actually, that'll be good. I'm gonna pull this just a tiny bit. There we go. And there we go. There we go. Now everything is its own little nugget. We just kind of take up the slack just a tiny bit here, down at the bottom. And we zip tie it in place. Yeah, there we go. I use a lot of zip ties. Let's see. Let me catch up with chat real quick. It's really one truly happy memory. I knew that day that not only did I have a genuinely amazing friend, I knew I actually had value to people and honestly have felt the love ever since. Good, good. Because, like, Ayami, you do have... You do have value. And, you know, you have friends that care about you. Not just me. You know? You know, your friends, including me, just want you to be happy and, like, be doing the stuff that you want to do. You know, and, you know, feel loved and appreciated because because you are. You know? And, you know, I don't forget all the time and effort you put in, you know, like, modding for me. Because you had been a mod for, like, a little while at that point. But, like, you know, you were there all the time. And, like, you know, you cared and you wanted to do the right thing all the time and stuff like that. And, like, I appreciated every minute of that. And I really wanted to do something that, you know, would not only convey my appreciation of that, but also help you out too. Because, like, you know, I know you wanted to do, you know, streaming above and beyond just, like, you know, from a PS4, you know? And, like, at the time, I felt like the only way that you could possibly do that is if you actually had a PC that you were streaming from. And I was like, I can help with that. It's not going to be the best. It's not going to be the best one out there. But, like, I've got stuff that I can, you know, help out with that, you know? And that was the goal, you know? And, you know, and just, I don't even know how many years later. It's like, it's just about 3 years later at this point, you know? Look at where you are now. Look at where you are now. You're a friggin' amazing streamer. You're such a good bean. You get together with other good beans and have a great time. You know, and that's what it's all about. All right. Whoops. Okay. Now I made a fan nugget. I made a nugget. A nugget that plugs into... Uh-oh. Okay, that's kind of coming out that way. But yeah, that's going to plug into the board just like that. Just like that. 3 years, 2 months, 5 days, 17 hours. Oh my god. All right. So we've got the front done. We've got motherboard. Now we have to do power supply. Now we have to do the power supply. Let's see. Back to this thing. This is where everything goes. Alright, let's move these things out of the way here. So first order of business is I need to remove this plate. This plate here. Because that'll give me better access to inside. That's what I really want. So there's screws here. And I'm sure probably some of you are wondering, like, Ahty, why do you have a bunch of electrician's tape on the side of this case? Well, the reason why I have that there is because these little nuts, these have the, like, each piece of tape here has a little eyelet behind it, and in this eyelet is this tiny nut that it kind of rests, and it's open-sided, so it's like open on the front and the back. It's a hole that goes all the way through, and the nut kind of sits in that socket, and a screw comes from outside of the chassis and kind of screws in this way, and that's how the front plate and the back plate fasten on, as well as the top and the bottom. If I didn't have these pieces of tape here, the nut would just fall right through that hole, and, like, you know, it makes these cases incredibly hard to work on. So I used little pieces of electrician's tape on the front and the back just to kind of keep that nut in there for now. So, like, I could do this in a human amount of time. So, let's see. The tape is to preserve my sanity, yes. Yep. Yeah, you see? This screw goes all the way through the bottom and goes all the way through this side plate up to here, where the nut is. And that's why the screw is that long. It's like, I think this is like an inch and a half or something like that. So this side that one doesn't have a screw yet. Flip this sucker around. Here we are. I gotta make sure I don't drop this thing, because it is still plastic. There we go. Perfect. There we go. All right. And so also, you know, these little eyelet things here, these are actually zip ties. Zip ties that have like a little mounting screw hole thing. I just feed the zip tie through and actually just put it over one of the standoffs, just to give me something I could zip tie to when I have the motherboard in there. So I can make wires go around the edge of the main board using just these as zip tie anchor points. It's a super cheap, weird kind of little trick. But it's worked out so well in my other build, so I just kind of kept using it. Alright, so let's see. Basically the board is going to kind of sit in here like this. Yeah, it sits in there exactly like that. And let's see if I...
Just so you know how comfy a streamer you are, Ahty Bean. I have fallen asleep in my uncomfortable rocking chair because you made me so comfy. Oddest look.
I didn't know you had a rocking chair. That's cute. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. So this kind of goes in there like this, like so, sort of, I think. Come on, buddy. It's being a little bitch. Oh, I think I know why. Yeah, because all that kind of came the fuck out. Okay, there we go. Oh, that might be a problem, actually. Might be a small problem because of like I think that bracket actually might sit on there flush, and I think that's why things aren't fitting right. I might need to change that. Yeah, I might need to change that. Tienos, hello, welcome on in. Burb friend. Alright, so let's prop this up and see what's actually going on here. That's actually not too bad. Okay, okay. That I can actually do. I was just kind of at a bad angle there. Make sure all these fans spin. They do. Good. Okay. Perfect. So while I have it upright, I think I am going to fasten everything in place here. Just super quick. Because I think this is a good time to do it, so let's see. At least on this side. There we go. Alright, we got that one done. Give me a sec, folks. I'll get the other side done here. And I'll flop it back down, and then we'll do the power supply. There we go. Ahty and Iyami have both put me to sleep, but not as much as Kaji when he streams on his alt late at night. Yeah, Kaji is a vibe. I feel bad because I haven't really been able to make as many streams lately. Because, like, work has been kind of terrible, and I used to listen to Kaji a lot, like, at work. You know, I'm hopeful, I'm kind of hopeful, like, you know, in the next couple of weeks, things are gonna kind of change at work, and I'll have more of an opportunity to kind of hang out in Kaji's stream. I really miss it, because it's like, you know, Kaji's one of the sweetest folks. Absolutely a heckin' sweetheart. Yeah, so look at this. Okay, so when you're looking through the side window of the chassis, when you're looking through the side window of this thing, you don't see any wires at all. You don't see any wires at all coming from these fans, really, except for this thing way up at the top. And that's going to plug into the board kind of like that. Yeah, like this. Oh, come on. Okay. That is a stiff wire. Yeah, so basically that's how that's going to plug in. That looks a whole lot better than 3 like silver-colored gangly wires that these chassis fans have. That looks so much better. And it's like, it is absolutely worth the effort to do. Because, I mean, you saw it. I mean, that took me, what, like 30 minutes? 30, 40 minutes? Just to do all that stuff? If you do it enough, you could do it, like, a lot quicker than that. Alright, so I'm gonna quit fucking talking about that, though. I gotta put that power supply in, so let's pull that out for now. Alright, the power supply, which is the weirdest thing in the world. So y'all know what an ATX power supply is, right?
Sip, sip, bitch.
Fuck, I keep forgetting to go get my water. But y'all know what an ATX power supply looks like, right? It's like this big cube. It's like a cube of stuff. It's got a big old fan on it and everything like that, right? This is the power supply that's going in this. It's like you just got, like, you know, the 24 pin. You get the 24 pin for the board coming off of it. You got CPU power. This one has 2, which I'm only going to be using one of them. And then there's also this part here, which is the DC jack, which is this thing. So there's 3 wires. And again, this power supply is like just a tiny bit bigger than this controller. And it's like it's basically just a solid block of aluminum. It's awesome. When this thing showed up, I was like, oh my god, I love that. Neat, right? And again, I already tested it. It's completely fanless. Aluminum, yep. Absolutely. So here's the thing. It's like I could mount this in a number of different ways. But I think I gotta figure out if I'm just gonna mount it one way or another, but I need the board in here to kind of figure that out. Because basically the power supply is gonna go right here. It's just gonna sit right there. And we're gonna have the 24 pin go there. The CPU power is way down here at the bottom. God, like all this wire and I really only need to go 6 inches. That's funny. That's so funny. But that's why I put these little clear things in there. So I could zip tie this out of the way. I just devoured my food. I didn't realize I was that hungry. Right. Well, it's good that you ate something. It's really good that you ate something. But now I think I'm finally at the part that's going to make Ahty cringe. I'm basically sticking this power supply in there with 3M dual lock. It's basically a waterproof Velcro. And the adhesion on both sides of this is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not screwing the chassis. I'm not putting holes in the chassis. I am literally sticking the power supply in there with expensive double-sided sticky tape. Ah! Pathia, welcome on in. Koji, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the heckin' year, 2 months, 9 days. Oh my gosh. It makes Pathia cringe too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pathia. Oh, Cappy, 2 years. Thank you so much for the 2 years. I can't believe it's been 2 years. That's nuts. Spent 17 days, 18 hours watching me. What? Wow, 3 years, 1 month for Yuki. Holy heck. Y'all are making me blush. That's crazy. For real though, sticky Velcro is magic. I use that stuff to avoid putting holes in my rental walls. Yeah. This dual lock, this 3M and dual lock is just, I've never used anything like it. It is so awesome. I love it. I use it for so many different things. Though I use that kind of tape all the time with AV equipment, but not for PC stuff, yeah. So here's the problem, Pathia. I don't know if you were here, I don't know how long you've been here, but this power supply, that's the only way I can get this power supply to stay in this chassis. Because there's no screw holes for it, and I don't want to screw the chassis. So it's basically, I've got this huge, expansive, flat spot here. I'm just gonna put a bunch of that dual lock on it and just stick it in the case. Let's see, how do I want to do this though? This open plug is for the DC jack, so I'm gonna mount it in the chassis this way. I'm just gonna put it in like that. Now I have to figure out how I want to arrange it. I could literally do 2 strips of this stuff and it will never come out. Just imagine, Ahty, I've watched you at least half as long as I've played Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm catching up with you. Yep. I don't mind though. That's good. Still going to make faces. Well, it's not like it's a gaming rig or anything, right? All right, so I'm going to pull the board out. I'm not going to mount that right away. I'm going to put the power supply in and kind of wire manage it down here at the bottom first before I put the board in. Because if I put the board in, that little crevasse there, that little crack is gonna be extraordinarily hard for me to get even my tiny little fingies in there, so let's do it. But the question is, how can I do this? I'll do it this way. And the nice thing is this, the power supply is modular. So I can pull all the cables out and just have this little nugget. It's super, this thing is so cool like that. And it's not even like the most expensive power supply ever either. So let's see. How much of this do I need? That much, okay. Still have my scissors over here, I do, good. Here we are. Okay, I think that'll be pretty good. I think I could probably do a second strip of this too. For walls, you probably want to get the removable residue-less type, though, yeah. Well, I mean, this kind of is residue-less. It's like it's a gummy adhesive. This comes off pretty well. I've literally watched every audio stream other than, like, one I slept through on accident and didn't get a chance to open because I fell asleep right before. Never miss a stream, though. Thank you so much, Ayame. Thank you so much for that. You're such a good heckin' friend to me, and you're such a great mod. Thank you so much, Ayame. Alright. So that's kind of how that's gonna go. And I think I could fit another strip on the bottom also. See if I can do that. This stuff is not cheap, y'all. I mean, it used to be cheap, but now it's not. And I hate it. Alright, here we go. Another strip here. The reason why I'm doing this is so I can make sure that each strip is exactly the same dimensions as the other
you're
one.
a great friend, fresh heckin' Ahty Bean, and it's genuinely such a huge heckin' honor to be your friend and an honor to be one of your mods.
Heck! Ayami, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Briar, hello! Welcome on in! Soon my sub will be able to get reduced car insurance rates? Hell yeah. Briar, thank you so much for the tier 1 resub. 23 months. Thank you so much. OG! OG! Did you see what I said about the quest? What? I don't. Maybe not. Maybe I was too busy looking down. Let me see. Oh, here we go. I see it. I just did a quest in the Firmament audio where I was asked to check on these suspicious men who seemed to be spying on children from the orphanage. It turned out they were former Temple Knights who were forced to early retirement from injuries and are now helping the orphans and the elderly. Oh, hell yeah. Ahty, did you take pictures of the case markings before you covered it in mounting tape? The case markings? Which case markings? The case markings on the power supply? Or the case markings on the chassis itself? On the PSU, I did not. There's not really much here. It's just like, it's a UPC, and it says HD Plex 500 watt DC ATX version 1. Yeah, there's not really much on it. Like, all the typical regulatory information you would normally find on the ATX power supply is not on this thing. I mean, it's like, it's just this tiny little blurb. That's it. Okay, DC jack goes at the back like that. Okay. Let's do this. Besides, if I needed to refer to this information at all, I could just pull all of this off and redo it. I mean, sure, it would suck, but it's totally fine. All right. There's that strip. Ah. This power supply is kind of sharp. Oh my gosh, look at that. power supply. The power supply is the exact width of 2 of these strips put together. That is amazing. Oh, this is perfect. Zesty, 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 zesty. Zesty, how are you doing today? I hope you're well. All right, there we go. It doesn't have to be perfect because like the power supply is just going to be like kind of sitting there. But, okay.
Well, I mean, Ahty is the one that introduced me to Ayame. After that, my floodgates opened and washed me away with so many awesome friendos I've got to know over the past couple of years.
Heck.
And I don't regret meeting you both. You two have became my best.
Aww. Okay, and before I put that in the chassis, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that, Denji. Before I put that on the chassis, I am going to look up, make sure I'm doing this correctly. Let's see. Because I don't want to plug into the wrong socket on this power supply, because like all the cables kind of fit other sockets, and I should get the right one here. Okay, Plex, HD Plex, DC to ATX converter. There we go. Okay, DC is this one. This is where my DC jack gets plugged in. This is for the CPU power. This is for the ATX. Okay, perfect. So the one on the end. What? What? Malik, holy heck! Malik, thank you so heckin' much for the raid. Welcome on in. Guild Wars 2? Am I reading that right? Holy heck. Malik, welcome on in. Guild Wars 2. How was Guild Wars 2 today? How did you like it? You doing well tonight? Yeah. I'm putting together a weird workstation. Super weird workstation. Got my Springer? Hell yeah. Oh, you were in for a ride. That game is so good. But holy heck, welcome on in, folks. I know I'm a Furby right now. Please excuse me. But my name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon, and today I am putting together my workstation. And I was just talking about this power supply that I'm about to install in this chassis with double-sided sticky tape. Whoops. But yeah, welcome on in, Malik. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a good time. Furby Ahty isn't real and can't hurt you. Furby Ahty exists. Ruffy! Oh my god! Ruffy, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Rack Attack, hell yeah. Pingy, welcome on in. Matthew, Dozy, Milk Moo, hello. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, hell yeah. Did you get through the last part? Did you get through the last part? Beef Hose PC. Holy heck, y'all. Thank you so much for the raids. Thank you so much. So, Ruffy, thank you so much. It's so nice to see you. And welcome on in, folks. My name is Ahty. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon, and I mainly play RPG games. But today I'm building a workstation PC for myself, because I don't have a single PC in my home that can run Windows 11. So I have to build something from scratch. It's actually not bad. Not bad. I'm having fun. I figured this was going to be more difficult than it really is. But yeah, the community here, we're all pretty chill, laid back. We're all friends. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free. Kick up your feet and relax. Enjoy the show. Please excuse the fact that I am a Furby at the moment. It will pass. But yeah, you can chat, you can lurk, you can do whatever you want to do. You can even drop a follow if you would like, although that is not required. But regardless of what you decide to do, you're welcome here and you're valid. Welcome on in. Ahty is using double-sided sticky tape because triple-sided sticky tape is too challenging to use. Circles! Circles, Circular Pup. Thank you so heckin' much for the follow. Thank you so much. And thank you for that shout-out for Ruffy Raccoon. Ruffy, I hope you're well. And thank you so much again for popping in the stream yesterday and doing Gimlet Dark with us. That was a lot of fun. I want to do more of that. I want to do more of that with you and Dozy. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, let's I've got a piece of electrician's tape stuck to my finger, and I gotta get rid of it. There we go. Let's stick this power supply in there. And by stick I mean literally. It was lit, wasn't it? It was gimlet. Okay, I'll leave. Alright, let's see if I can get this right. I'm pretty sure I can. It's the right orientation that I need. Ah! There we go. It's done! There we go. Alright. So for the folks that are curious, that are just joining us, the workstation I'm making is kind of weird in a sense that I went with a mini ITX board CPU combo from Minis Forum. This particular one is a Ryzen 9 7945HX, which is 16 core, 32 thread. This has more cores and more threads than my gaming rig does. In this tiny little thing. I've got the SSDs in there and everything like that, and it's like this. Honestly, like I'm really impressed by this little thing. Really impressed. Ahty hand reveal, when Ahty face reveal. I don't know. How do you know that you're not really looking at my face? I'm a ringtail in real life. You didn't know that? That's what we put in the girlfriend's build, and it runs so quiet, right? And like cool, yeah. It's gonna sip power. It's not gonna make my room roast. Like, you know, like when it gets warm out. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about this. Because this is literally the most efficient PC that I've ever made. But yeah, so power supply is in. Now I have to wire manage just a tiny bit. Holy heck! Who did that? Striker Wolf. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a great day so far. Okay, so there's that. So one of these cables is going to go to the 8-pin EPS 12 volts on the motherboard itself. But when the motherboard is in, like literally it goes from here to here. So I need to figure out what to do with the rest of the cabling. And the thing is, though, to add insult to injury, this power supply has 2 EPS 12 volt connectors coming off of it. Like 2 of them. So I need to hide most of this wire and hide all of this one. And I think I'm just going to hide them together until one needs to be plugged into the motherboard, in which that's when they're going to split. So let's do that real quick. And now where is that? Okay. So the connector's actually right near this little gray thing. So I think I'm going to use that as my frame of reference. And we'll go from there. Are you building a PC? Yeah, we're building a really super weird PC in a one-off, like, one-of-a-kind chassis that was a gift from a friend from PDX LAN. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So if I do this, if I do that, I can have one of these cables just fold back in here and just get tucked there, while this other one is going to plug into the board exactly like that. That'll be really clean, actually. I won't actually have to use that many zip ties. That's perfect. Let's do that. Let's do that. And I know, folks, I know my stream title is kind of a lie. It's kind of a lie. Like I tried making my workbench work, but I couldn't get my headset to work over there. And I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure why it wouldn't work. So I kind of had to plan B it, and luckily this workstation build is small enough where I could just sit at my desk and do it. And like at least over here, I could still be a VTuber. I get all my my nice mic, my nice mixer, and all that stuff. And there's no real compromise. So let's see. We'll get that going through there. This is going to be one of them temporary zip ties to kind of hold this wire in place while I wire manage the rest of it. Yeah, there we go. And I can't forget that the motherboard is actually going to be on this side of the standoff. That's all going to be motherboard, so I got to be careful I don't wire manage over here anymore, because then I'll be interfering with the motherboard, and that's not going to be a good thing. So let's see. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Let me pop back here and I'll catch up with chat real quick. I think I should find PC PSU for my PC that takes less space than the current Seasonic Connect. Well, I mean, this one's pretty good. Albeit it's only 500 watt, so that's why I'm using it for kind of like a super compact like laptop type build. I'm not gonna have like a video card, like a discrete video card in this thing, because it's not gonna be playing video games or anything. So something like this might be up your alley, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, come on. There we are. Need more zip ties. More zip ties! There we go. We'll zip tie this out of the way. And what happened here? Okay. Kind of popped off that little thing. I don't like that. Alright. We're gonna zip these together. There we go. So when I install the motherboard's gonna kind of group things over here. It's gonna kind of push stuff up over there. There we go. The orphans made Marsachomp a new coat. Aww. Imagine having a small form factor build and just a huge ass 4090 sticking out of it. Weirder things have happened. So like there are a lot of really great chassis out there that are designed for exactly that. Having this tiny little motherboard, big ass video card. So like one, for instance, ncase.com. It's the letter N, CASE.com. Expensive chassis, like $250 to $300 chassis there. But tempered glass, all aluminum, custom made, completely modular. They ship you the case. It's flat packed, which is just like basically 6 or 7 layers of like aluminum and like plastic and stuff like that. And you assemble it yourself. I did that once. I was like, never again. But but those cases are so cool. But like they're super small. They're designed for mini ITX motherboards, or they even have ones that are mini micro ATX compatible. The ones that are a little bit larger. They're just so cool. So if you love like having like a really intricate fiddly project, like those are definitely the ticket. They're pretty cool. I've heard of that, yeah. Also, Leon Lee. Leon Lee has like some interesting cases, like interesting boutique cases. Okay, so that's done. That's done. That's done. Okay. So at least that's the CPU power part of it. So when the board is in, let's see if I can get this to actually work. Okay, here we go. So when the board is in, it's just this one cable that goes right there. And then of course there's the 24 pin that I have to do next. But that one's going to be a good deal easier. But yeah, that's just that's where that's going to sit. Exactly like that. Fan will come down here from the top. I mean, and I'll let it go. And nothing is really screwed in at all yet, but that's how clean it's going to be. I mean, this is CPU, video card, memory, SSDs, power supply, all of these fans, and this case, here's the reference. This is how big it is. I'm excited. This is actually really coming out really well. This looks really cool. I have a Leon Lee Q11, weird shaped with PSU behind the motherboard. You know, I've seen those. There's a baby chocobo running around the orphanage now. Marsa Chomp gave it to them as a gift for the coat. Aww. That white thing is not a banana. What do you mean this isn't a banana? I've been eating these every day for a week. What are you talking about? I'm kidding. I don't eat controllers. All right. So, what is next? The 24 pin. So actually what I can do now is I can screw the motherboard down now. Now that the power supply is in. How about Ahty for scale? Oh, actually, you know what? I just remembered. BRB. Oh my god. Dozy, you're brilliant. You're brilliant. BRB. I honestly should have had this here the whole time. I'm so dumb. I can't believe I did it. I can't believe I didn't do this. Y'all are gonna laugh. Y'all are gonna laugh. I literally have a banana for scale. It even says it on the tin. So, there you go. There you go. For scale! I'm so pissed I didn't have that on my desk the entire stream. That sucks. But oh well. By the way, when I saw that meme for the first time, I was like, I need something like that. And that bugged me for years. Until I went on Etsy one day. I was at work on break. I went to Etsy, and I was like, I wonder if they have bananas for scale. And I got 2 of these. I got 2 of these on Etsy for 20 bucks. And I have one at work. I use it sometimes when I'm sending emails to customers when they want to know how big something is. I'm like, banana for scale. It's so good. All right. Like I said before, anybody who makes a screw that is not magnetic needs to go to jail. Jail. You're going to jail. All right. Get a little bit of the screw in there. Okay. Just a little screw. Just a little screw. Just a tiny, tiny screw. Phrasing. How can I get to that one? All right. I'd be a little bit more worried if the screw was magnetic. No, I mean, like... It would be nice if the screw was, like... reacted nice to a magnetic field, I guess I should say. Because as it is right now, it doesn't stick very well. I kind of need it to stick well. I know phrasing, leave me alone. All right.
Phrasing boom! Phrasing boom! Phrasing boom!
Phrasing boom! I know that these... With this case isn't exactly the most scientifically made. Some of the motherboard screws actually don't really line up with other ones. So I gotta kind of be careful. Which it's fine, it's fine. Screw, stick well to scale Ahty bananas. Honestly, a big magnet wouldn't matter much in a modern PC, especially without spinning rust disk. But even those are way less sensitive than they used to be, yeah. What is this? VTube Studio is being weird. There we go. Double tap screen for main menu. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. There we go. That ain't going nowhere. So that's where the chassis fan would go. That's where CPU power would go. I mean, this is pretty clean. I'm liking how this is going. This is really good. Okay, so we'll do 24 pin. We'll see how this goes. Way better than I would do. Cables are my weakness. Cables are difficult. Cables are difficult, and like... Even then, though, like, I don't think... I'm never happy with the job that I do, you know? I'm never completely happy with it. But, like, there's just sometimes you just gotta be like, you know what? This is good enough. Because, like, you can't be a perfectionist about everything, you know? Oh, how do I get that in there? Okay. This cable wants to twist every direction except the one I need it to go. Okay, there we go. There we are. It just depends on where I want this cable to go. I've got that up there. I'm already using the one down here. The cable isn't long enough to go all the way up there and all the way back. How do I want to do this? Do I want the cable to go this way? And just kind of have it hang out like that. I mean, that would be clean once I have the side on. That's why I like cables that can hide my cable spaghetti. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, there's no real place to hide stuff in this chassis at all. So, like, I have to do a good job, otherwise it's not gonna look good. I should probably try and see if I could clean up my case's cables. I got no window or anything on it, but just for cleanliness' sake, yeah. I mean, you can if you want. Also, honestly, it's good practice, too. It's good practice. So, like, you know, if you ever do get a case with, like, a plexiglass side window or something like that, you know, having a little bit of practice and, like, you know, you know, getting to have, like, a little bit of cleanliness with cables and stuff, you know, might be good. I think I will use the existence of this other cable to kind of herd this ATX cable out of the way with just kind of a zip tie. That looks pretty good. And it keeps it out of the way of the fans and stuff too. We'll just do that. Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. And then we'll use this over here to kind of gather these cables together to make them not look so ratty. Not that there's anything wrong with rats. Rats are great. Rats are awesome. Ratty in a different sense. The non-animal ratty. Alright. There we go. Oop, I almost lost those. There we go. There we are. That is pretty good. And there's that. That looks pretty awesome. I am really happy with that. Oh, there's one thing I gotta do though. The USB front panel. There's one cable I need to connect. Which one is it? It's the one, the far one. There we go. Cable needs to go all the way up there, so I will go on the inside of this. The inside of that. I don't like that. I don't know if I even want front panel USB. Do I even really want that? If it's just going to make the case look awful. Oh, that's not so bad. I could kind of zip tie it down there if I really wanted to. That's still not bad. That's still not bad. I like that. It's alright. It'd be better if the cable was black. Nothing against rats, just ball of cable, not very good, yeah. Alright, speaking of airflow, I guess I should probably put... Which is the inside and which is the outside? Okay, this is the outside. So that is going to kind of sit there like that. It's going to hide the power supply and a bunch of the cabling that's down there. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, actually. So let me get those screws in and see where we're at. Bless AM4 socket for such long support, though, right? AM4 lasted a while. And they're still coming out with CPUs for it, if I'm not mistaken. Like, you know, you can still get... What is it? 5800 X3D? Something like that? I am so out of touch with the nomenclature. Well, you can get all kinds of stuff for AM4. $5,800X, it's a nice CPU. I think when I get around to actually upgrading my gaming rig, I was kind of eyeballing those new X3D CPUs they have coming out, the new 9000 series. Like I'm kind of thinking it might be like a 9950 X3D, but we'll see. We'll see. I want to see benchmarks first. I want to make sure it's not disappointing before I start spending a bunch of money. There we go. Perfect. There we go. So yeah, I mean, that's what essentially the inside of the front of the PC is going to look like. Just like this. Let's see. Oh, I still need to put a little nut there. Nut. Oh, come on. Oh, I made a mistake. There, okay, there we go. There we go. I can't have it like that while putting that together, so let's see. Let me just do this real quick. Alright, there's one screw. Nut. I wish I could show you this on camera, but like if I turn the computer in any way, the nut will go somewhere where I cannot find it again. The magic disappearing nut. My PC is 6 years old now. I mean, honestly, like, you know, that's just it's just a testament to like how unnecessary it is to upgrade sometimes. I mean, the industry would have you upgrade your PC every year, right? Or something like that. Who can afford that? Who can afford that? Especially if the PC is perfectly fine for 6, 7, 8 years down the road. Of course, depending on what you're doing with it, of course, but you know. All right. Oh, that's right. I have to do this first. There we go. Get that beautiful heckin' faceplate on there. Ah, oh, gosh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, Alu, this is Purple Heart. It's Purple Heart wood. I mean, y'all, the thing is, like, if you look at this right now, I know it looks brown, but it's the lights in this room. The lights in this room make it too orange. But this wood is a lot darker that you can see, and it's got a purple hue to it. It's really cool. Like actual, real Purple Heart. This is real stuff. As far as I know, at least. Right. Gosh, I love clean builds. Yeah. Now I can't rest it on its front because the wood is too brittle. But this is the back of the case. So like I said, there's no space for any sort of video card. I have to use onboard video. And this is why it's just going to be a workstation. But it's going to be a fantastic workstation. Oh, that looks so good back there too. This thing has a really nice butt, just saying. Does the CPU have onboard graphics? Yes, it does. So the CPU is from Minis Forum, and it's a 7945HX. Oh, why isn't that going in clean? Did I put the wrong screw here? I think it might be too short. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a 7945HX, which is technically a laptop part. It's not socketed, it's soldered down. It's basically the mobile super power efficient, lower frequency version of a 7950X. Ultra low power. Well, pretty low power. It's like I think it's 55 watts or something like that. So it's all inboard, yeah. Yep. Let's see. The HX like a failed die? I know, I don't think so. I mean, it's still 16 core, 32 thread. It's just a mobile CPU. I think it's just... I think it might be just like undervolted or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Oh, but look at this thing. Yeah, see that? Basically, this is what the back of it looks like. You get a big old vent for the heatsink out the back. So the hole here. So one thing I didn't do on the stream is the DC power jack. There's still stuff I have to do for this. Like I need to cut a piece of aluminum, mount this into that, and then put that here. Because that's where the stock power button for the case usually is. But I'm not going to be using that for the power button anymore. The power button is actually going to be a puck that's on about, I think, a 6-foot wire that's going to sit on my desk that I press the button. And this is basically the DC power jack that I plug the laptop power supply I have for it into it. But yeah, it's just fantastic. It came out so cool. Is this going to be a diagnostic workstation? No, this is going to be a Windows 11 machine for 90% of the stuff that I do. Like get up in the morning, like, you know, read the news, like, you know, arrange my VODs, transcode some clips and stuff like that, post to social media, things of that sort. Like it'll have Discord on it and Telegram and things like that. And my gaming PC is going to be kind of sanitized, I guess. All of that stuff is going to come off of it, and my gaming PC will just be for gaming, and that's it. It's going to be a very purpose-built machine, just like my PS5 is, or like any console, just like the Switch. If I need to play a PC game, I turn on the gaming PC and I stream PC game. But otherwise, I'm going to be using this. Have I been using Windows 11 a lot lately? No. But I have to make the jump. I have to make the jump before October next year. Because that's when all support is going to end for it. Oh, wow. Gosh, that came out so good. Oh. I still might pull out that USB just for the sake of cleanliness. Because I don't really like how that looks. I mean, shouldn't Windows 10 still work? They just don't security patch it anymore. Yeah, and it's the It's the no security patches, which is giving me a bit of anxiety, which I don't appreciate. I don't like having to think about that stuff. Ahty's pull-out game noted. What? What? Yeah, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with how this came out. I'm really pleased with this. But yeah, ooh, okay. So, you know what? I think I might be done. I think I might be done, at least for this stream. It's gonna... I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tonight, because, like, I am honestly kind of tired at this point. But, we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely let you know. I'll definitely let y'all know in a couple of hours, because that's typically when I announce I'm gonna be streaming in a couple of hours after that, or if it's canceled. But I'll let you know. I gotta give it a think over and see how I'm feeling. You'll have to let me know how the transition goes for you. It's been working okay for my friend Shin, but I'm still not happy. I want to dig in my heels. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not happy either. I'm not happy either because, like, inherently I resist change, especially if I'm comfy with what I'm using and don't see a reason why I should change. But for me, security is a big thing. Security is a very big thing for me. Vera, thank you so much. Security is a very big thing, and if I need to think about it, then it's, you know, it causes me, like, to be anxious and stuff. Changing you to 2D, sorry if you were comfy being 3D. Okay, Vera, I get it. But holy heck, why don't we find a bean to raid? Why don't you find a good bean to hang out with? Besides, I need lunch. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me. Mr. Rue, hello, welcome on in. Sorry if I'm a cheeky little guy. Honestly, Vera, we wouldn't have it any other way. It would be boring if you weren't. Let's see. Who can we visit? Make sure I mute this tab. Mute. There we go. There we go. Go ahead and pause that. Ooh, there's lots of people on right now. Tickery is on right now, playing Demon Crawl. Tickery, stop biting that landmine. Oh no, we can't have our favorite kobold biting landmines, can we? No, we can't do that. Tickery, don't do that. Let's hang out. Let's hang out with Tickery. Tickery's hanging out with Widget. Yeah, let's go visit Tickery. Tickery's a good bean. Tickery is like an amazing kobold. Alrighty, Nizumi. Take care. Have a great night. We need Tickery to bite this. You're implying that it hasn't happened already? I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Let's go visit Tickery. Touch Scaly Tail. I haven't rated Tickery in a little bit. Tickery is a really good bean. There we go. Folks, thank you so much for a wonderful stream. I may or may not stream tonight. We'll see. It's gonna I'm gonna eat my lunch and see how I'm feeling afterward. But holy heck. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a great afternoon. We built a kick-ass PC. I've been waiting to build this for weeks. I've been waiting too long for this board. This board took its damn time to get to me. But yeah, it came out great. It came out great. I'm gonna install some Windows on it and stuff. But holy heck. So, like I said, I may or may not stream tonight. If I do, it's going to be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and that's going to be a pretty chill time. It's going to be a pretty chill time. We're still in the Gongaga region, so I've got a little bit more completion there I need to do. But yeah. If you can't make that tomorrow, I might stream tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But absolutely. The next definite 100% stream I'm going to be doing is Wednesday night, 5:30 PST. We're going to start a little bit early, 5:30 PST. We're going to do the last part of the Omega raids, which is Alphascape. So you're definitely not going to want to miss that. That's going to be amazing. But until then, folks, take care, have fun, be well, take care of each other. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Maybe tonight, maybe not. Stay tuned. Have a good one. Bye-bye.